Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Auntie Kerry Kenton, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Auntie Kerry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Elizabeth Crouch.
Thank you, Auntie Kerry, for that very warm welcome to country. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my great privilege as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony today. I should say we particularly want to welcome not only our graduates but also some visitors from the children from our Gumnut Cottage who have joined us today. It's pleasing to be able to get our future students early, shall we say. So welcome, particularly to our graduates. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation today. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each of you on your achievements. Today, I also want to especially welcome those of you who are sitting beside and behind our graduates as their invited guests, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you are here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduates to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands, wives, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, or whoever you are, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our newest graduates are too modest to proclaim their success, I want you to make sure you do it for them. The ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduates are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is relatively young, celebrating our 50-year jubilee in 2014. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements was never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. We learnt at Macquarie that Macquarie was a great builder, but I believe his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. Instead, it lies with his vision for Australia as an egalitarian society, firmly instilling the notion of a fair go for all. And it is that legacy that we here at Macquarie strive to honour and maintain. In our first 50 years, we've come a long way and can now proudly claim an extended Macquarie family of 167,000 graduates living across 142 countries. From the outset, we defied traditional boundaries of academia, pioneering and continuing to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenged conventional thinking and practice. We encouraged our students to play a major role in their own learning, empowering them to guide what and how they learn. We pioneered new forms of research. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers and offers bold and innovative solutions to global issues, providing real enhancements to the world we live in. Such approaches to teaching and learning and to research are the reasons why Macquarie is ranked one of the top universities in the world. We've also made significant investments in new facilities to support our forward-looking agenda. On your way here today, you may have seen the Macquarie University Hospital, the first of its kind on a university campus in Australia. The hospital forms part of a very exciting medical enterprise, which will be Australia's first fully integrated academic health sciences centre under a university leadership. Other outstanding facilities include the Australian Hearing Hub, a world-leading institute dedicated to hearing and language sciences, cutting-edge science labs, a state-of-the-art media centre, and a newly launched simulation hub for teaching and research. Here at Macquarie, we understand the importance of investing in quality facilities that, in addition to our open green spaces, give our staff and our students alike the freedom to think and grow. So it's clear we're forward-looking and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform and improve people's lives, not just of our own students, but also of people all around the globe, by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruits of our research. We want Macquarie to always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of Macquarie University alumni. It is now my very great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, His Honour Chief Judge John Pascoe. His Honour John Pascoe is the Chief Judge of the Federal Circuit Court of Australia, a position he has held since July 2004. The Federal Circuit Court of Australia is a federal trial court of broad and diverse jurisdiction across all areas of federal law, including family law, migration, human rights, bankruptcy, copyright, industrial and admiralty law. Chief Judge Pascoe has been a chairman of a number of listed companies and statutory authorities in Australia. He was a Deputy Chancellor and a member of the Council of the University of New South Wales and was Deputy Chair of the Institute of Early Childhood Foundation, which is one of the reasons he's so generously given us his time today. Chief Judge was made a Commander of the Royal Victorian Order and in January this year was appointed a Companion of the Order of Australia for eminent service to law and the judiciary, as well as improving access to the judicial system for Indigenous people. He is currently serving as Patron of Law Asia, Family Law and Family Rights Section, and is also a member of the Board of Trustees and the Advisory Board for the Cambodian Children's Fund Australia. It is now with very great pleasure that I invite His Honour Chief Judge John Pascoe to deliver our occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Judge Pascoe.
Thank you, everyone, and good morning. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the Darug people, the traditional custodians of the place upon which we gather today. I pay my respects to their elders, both past and present. University Deputy Chancellor Elizabeth Crouch, members of the faculty, staff, graduates, family and friends. Thank you for this opportunity to address you today on this very happy occasion. I want to congratulate the graduates on their achievement in completing their tertiary instruction in teaching, research, special education and early childhood studies, be it a diploma, a bachelor's degree, master's degree or Doctor of Philosophy. I warmly congratulate you and applaud your significant achievement. And it's not only a very important achievement, it's an achievement in a very, very important field. You stand on the threshold of the next phase of your life. Each of you is likely to enter the world of full-time work, and many of you will play a major role in shaping educational outcomes for others. Your work is thus extremely important. When considering what to say today, I allowed myself the indulgence of looking back to the time of my own graduation. I thought actually some of your parents might be familiar with those times, and then I thought maybe it's more like your grandparents. There's a time in life where you get to the stage where everybody looks young and you think policemen look far too young to have that role. I'm at that stage. It was a very different world then. Australia had just finished its involvement in the Vietnam War. There were no mobile phones, there were no internet. There were still typing pools where armies of young women typed letters, manuscripts and other communications on ribbon typewriters. The emancipation of women from traditional roles was a subject of hot debate. I remember the first time I used the telephone. You actually had a telephone hanging on the wall, you churned a little dial and then the operator would answer. And I remember asking for my very good friend's number in the country and the operator said, they're not home, they left 3 hours ago, their auntie died. It was indeed a very different world. And you are familiar with today's world in which communication is instant and where huge amounts of information are readily available through the internet. which can be accessed through a variety of media platforms, including the ubiquitous mobile phone. But some issues were similar and remain similar. The problem of family violence and its corrosive effect on children. The problems of human rights abuse, especially the rights of the most vulnerable, and the presence of poverty and its effect on young lives. Throughout the ages, men and women of courage have actively fought for the rights of others. I hope that taking up this fight will be part of your journey too. A good education should mean that you are an independent thinker, not a follower of the majority view, and that you have the courage to stand up for what is right, even if this means a period of unpopularity. It is almost inevitable that you will encounter bullying behaviour, and not necessarily in the schoolyard. You will see inequity and the abuse of the rights of others. We all need a moral compass and the courage to say that something is not right. Your example will be important to those whose lives you will influence and to those for whom you are a role model. The courts are full of cases involving men and women who took the easy course. Often their reputations are ruined, some of them languish in jail. In many instances, they were unable to resist the lure of easy money or to stand up against practices they knew were wrong. Our modern world creates new challenges, and I want to highlight a couple of them, which have created new responsibilities and new challenges for those involved in the care of children, and which raise significant moral issues. The first is the internet, to which I referred before, which may allow children to access inappropriate materials, which then adversely affect their behaviour and their well-being. I'll mention just one family law case where a father was denied access to his children, who were about 5 and 3, until they turned 18 years of age. The father had watched pornographic videos with his 5-year-old son. The father saw nothing wrong in this. However, the child began exhibiting sexualised behaviour at kindergarten with other children. One of the teachers, after some time, had the courage to raise the matter with the mother of the boy, who was unaware of what had been happening and took steps to protect the child, despite significant consequences to herself. The actions of that teacher were extremely important in protecting that child and in protecting other children. Another area where we see problems is where technology moves faster than the law. And this is nowhere better illustrated than in the field of surrogacy. I've described international commercial surrogacy as the new frontier of international child trafficking. We've seen numerous instances of the exploitation of women used as surrogates, including multiple abortions, contracts which purport to hand control of the woman's body to a third party, and forced caesarean births to enable the commissioning parents to collect the child at a convenient time. For the surrogate child, it is an uncertain world. The child may be left genetically bewildered, that is, never knowing his or her genetic background, stateless, and in many jurisdictions unable to have his or her birth registered, so that officially the child does not exist. One of the most painful speeches I ever gave was to a room full of young people who had no idea what their genetic heritage was. There were 19-year-olds with a barcode tattooed on their faces because they felt that they had merely been a commodity. Basic human rights mean that no one is ever a commodity. And in your work, seeing each person as a valuable, important individual is going to make an enormous difference. So my message to you is to take the time to look deeply at issues affecting the rights and the welfare of others, especially children, and to have the courage to stand up for what is morally right and in the best interests of others. You will be leaders of the community. Always question what you are told. It may not be correct. It is almost certainly not the full story. Ultimately, your education, your intellectual capacity means you can make up your own mind and express a strong and independent view. You will live out the rest of your lives in a connected and ever-changing world. Each of you, in your own way, will play a part in changing and shaping the world in which you live. You leave here with a degree from a prestigious and internationally recognised university in a field that is hugely important to the lives of others. Indeed, I note that Governor Macquarie saw that education was in fact a keystone to the betterment of society. Education is a noble profession as it is practiced in the service of others. I congratulate you on your fine education, your noble vocation, and your success. May you build on these foundations with courage, compassion, understanding, and humanity. Thank you.
I think you'll agree His Honour gave a very stirring speech to a very important group of graduates to act with courage and with integrity as you approach your career in helping and protecting the next generation of children coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking His Honour Chief Judge John Pascoe. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees and diplomas on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. But before I do so, evidently, and His Honour will testify to this, I can't actually withdraw a degree from you if I accidentally give you one. So what I've got to make sure is that you've done everything that you should have done. You've been to every lecture, you've handed in every assignment, didn't turn up late for anything. You're all nodding? Excellent. I will now call on Kim Guerin, our Acting Registrar, to formally certify your eligibility and make sure that you have met the requirements for these awards. Kim.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees and diplomas they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees or diplomas please stand?
Now, I can tell I'm dealing with graduates in education because you get up a lot more quickly than our finance and business people.
You did.
So, in the name of the Macquarie University and with my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees and diplomas for which you have qualified. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Human Sciences. The faculty teaches courses and conducts research about people, investigating the how and the why. It is home to a number of internationally recognised research centres conducting groundbreaking research across disciplines in areas like cognitive science and early childhood education. Exciting opportunities exist for students and researchers alike. This faculty includes research and study areas in education, linguistics, psychology, early childhood, special education and cognitive science. Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Dr. Peter Whiteman, Head of the Institute of Early Childhood in the Faculty of Human Sciences, to present the graduates. Dr. Whiteman.
Deputy Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Faculty of Human Sciences for whom you admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the Diploma of Education, Kelly Ray Orlando. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Zahida Aiden. Rashmi Gune. Jihi Han. Rochelle Lee Howell. Kiko Onishi. Nanan Wang. Puizi Wong. I present graduates admitted to the degree Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education, birth to 12. Natalie Emma Adler. Katie Louise Allman. Grace Lillian Armand. Tara Jane Anderson. Caitlin Ebony Anthony. Virginia Natalie Artinian. Kate Mari Ayu. Danielle Claire Baker. Mariam Bartzi. Jake Beasley. Helen Best. Kate Amelia Bickford. Ani Antoinetta Bohassian. Ashley Louise Sydney Brown. Madison Burnley. Nerida Joy Cass. Jacinta Pui Wa Chan. Regina Yi Ting Chen. Leah Adele Clifton. Lauren Elizabeth Conway. Christine Michelle Mari Costi. Hayley Elizabeth Cowling. Trudy Lynette Cully. Milica Svijic. Emma Davis. Sophia Duong. Rebecca Einfield. Damla Erdogan. Candice Fitzgerald. Ariella Gabe. Diana Jean Galloway. Raquel Lee Grant. Lauren Elizabeth Grassham. Aya Helmi. Emma Louise Hibbard. Talon Kaylee Higgins. Emma Hislop. Yojin Sylvia Hong. Caroline Howe. Emily Fiona Christine Hunt. Mariam Ibrahim. Dimitri Natasha Jawadina. Ashley Catherine Carsalot. Nikki Cates. Lisa Kawasi. Dali Kata. Erin Kim. Taylor King. Natasha Kopser. Irem Kopus. Stephanie Lagudi. Fiona Lai. Desiree Lam. Annabelle Shang-Wen Lee. Elise Marie Lefebvre. Nadine Monica Lewis. Lee Lee. Siobhan McConaughey. Ellie Yvonne Mayer. Lillian Kayla Matea. Tani Louise Maynard. Corinne Kimberly McCarlis. Samantha Jane McCracken. Kirsty McGilvray. Carly Marie McKinley. Zainab Morgul. Hannah Ruth Monk. Laura Kate Neely. Rebecca O'Hegarty. Emily Jane Pitt. Melissa Amy Pont. Lana Jeannie Quinn. Jamie Rigoli. Brianna Robertson. Amy Louise Riding. Laura Alice Samperi. Bernice Fiona Santa Maria. Doreen Monica Saar. Lauren Sharp. Diana Simon. Cassandra Sinclair. Irina Rachel Smith. Natalie Stuurstraat. Jessica Sutcliffe. Rebecca Claire Fruin Sutherland. Vivian Tao. Fatima Taube. Alyssa Louise Thompson. Narelle Celeste Townend. Annie Bin An Tran. Elizabeth Kate Webby. Cassandra Claire Wilkins. Elena Catherine Wilson. Jessica Kate McKeon Winnie. Karina Wong. Charlotte Ann Yee. May Yip. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, birth to 5 years. Keely Bloom. Kelly Elizabeth Skye Boydell. Nicola Louise Brearley. Amy Lee Curtis. Meg Elise Darmody. Lucinda Patricia Eccles. Alexandra Edwards. Angelica Fotinopoulos. Saha Hayat. Kirsten Ann Houlihan. Lana Horwood. Kuhn Huang. Kayla Ann Hurst. Rohir Roya Jafai. Min Biul Kim. Hae Young Lee. Hie Ra Lee. Charlotte Marie Chou-Sir Leon. Megan Claire Meyer. Melissa Mitiga. Stephanie Namer. Mariam Pasha. Manas Rahoa. Louise Christine Redmond. Zara Reza Mahubka. Georgia Rowlandson. Masha Therese Shibaya. Monica Skorud. Bernadette Stobo. Danica Tanfara. Lara Chelsea Titchener. I present graduates admitted to the degree Master of Early Childhood. Philippa Marion Alford. Anna Jane Bailey. Leora Vanessa Coleman. Joanne Catherine Howell. Katie Therese Wright. I present the graduate admitted to the degree Master of Education, Jean-Christophe Foisa. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Educational Leadership, Jeanette Rose Bickley. Gail Bernice Gale. Nicole Ann Hillsworth. Susanna Stepanovic. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Educational Leadership, Early Childhood Education, Elizabeth Fleming. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Special Education, Margaret Burdekin. Regine Hugh Nok Chan. Ruth Fiona Fox. Elizabeth Gray. Fatima Haidar. Jasmine Deborah Holland. Olga Rochelle Jarbil. Sheena Ann MacDonald. Sunny McVie. Jasmine Jaylene Nand. Avea Marie Renouf. Nicole Robin Rigele. Rebecca Saunders. Payal Ashwin Kumar Kanji Shah. Jennifer Frances Slade. Vera Valentina Suarez Sanchez. Anne Bernadette Tui Michaelis. Emma Shan Woodward. I present graduates admitted to the degree Master of Teaching, birth to 5 years. Sue Susan Chen. William Cook. Su Yi Fu. Rita Hate Golanjan. Nicole Marie Gleason. Laura Ottawa. Katie Elizabeth Shibuya. I present diplomates awarded the Graduate Diploma of Early Childhood Teaching, Sarah Louise Bampton. Lisa Alima Clark. Shata Jajjawi. Ramandeep Kaur. Lena Mata. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research, Miriam Amy Jones, for a thesis entitled Adults' Constructions of an Early Childhood Music Class, Lived Experience and Cultural Reproduction. Candice Mariz, for a thesis entitled Interactive Whiteboards and Education. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Stacey Ann Campbell, for a thesis entitled Early Childhood Educators' Views about Code-Related Literacy Development, Phonics Instruction and the Use of Commercial Phonics Programs, a Quantitative and Qualitative Analysis. Dr. Belinda Jean Davis for a thesis entitled Working with Infants and Toddlers, What Discourses Shape Educators' Understandings and Practices. Dr. Yani Palamos Lopez for a thesis entitled The Seesaw Dynamic, Conceptualising Child Participation in a Disaster-Prone Context, a case study of Cabasao, Philippines. Dr. Zinnia Mevawala for a thesis entitled Young Thinkers Without Borders, Critical Consciousness, Social Justice and Resistance, the Experiences of Young Street Children in Mumbai, India. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this morning's presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Human Sciences.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Dr. Belinda Davis, who is graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Davis.
Deputy Chancellor, members of the University, graduates, friends, families and guests. Thank you for inviting me to give the response on behalf of the graduates. I know it has been a long journey for most of us, and it's amazing to be standing here graduating today. My journey of doing a PhD has been going through Kubler-Ross's stages of grief. Denial. I'm not really doing this, am I? Anger. Why am I putting myself through another 4 years of study when I already have a master's and bachelor degree? Bargaining. Okay, maybe I can do a bit now and the rest at the end of the 4 years. Depression. What on earth was I thinking? And finally, acceptance. Okay, I'm ready to do this now, so I should just get on with it. And I'm very glad that I did, because today I have the title of doctor and I get to wear the soft cap. When people ask why is early childhood important, I often think that is a strange question, because we have all been children, and it's often that part of our lives that we reflect back most on with a wide range of emotions. And if you take a moment to think about that period of your life and you consider what was important, I think that what we probably all remember most about those early years was shaped by people and the relationships that we had with those people. Those relationships and that sense of belonging and support that are critical in early childhood profoundly affect children's lives into and throughout adulthood. And so in order to reflect on my time at Macquarie, I am going to focus on relationships, because they were at the heart of the Institute of Early Childhood, which made it such a unique place to study, learn and grow as a person. The Institute of Early Childhood is located at the end of Wally's Walk in the X5B building. It is occupied by early childhood specialists across all curriculum areas. The academic staff at the Institute of Early Childhood are truly amazing people, and many of us are fortunate to have benefited from their passion and their expertise. If I ever wanted to know anything about language, I could ask Associate Professor Jane Torr and Dr. Amelia Jonoff. For mathematics, I could ask Associate Professor Marina Papik and Dr. Kate Highfield. For science, I could ask Dr. Camilla Gordon. For the creative arts, I could ask Dr. Peter Whiteman, Jenny Nichols, Dr. Amanda Nyland and Claire Britt. For management and leadership, I could ask Professor Manjula Waningayaki, Wendy Shepherd and Dr. Marianne Fennick. For play and infants and toddlers, I could ask Associate Professor Sheila Degatati and Sandra Cheeseman. For diversity, I could ask Dr. Kathy Colligan. For child development, I could ask Dr. Shirley Wyver and Dr. Helen Little. For prac, I could ask Dr. Katie DeGioia, Dr. Faye Hadley, Dr. Catherine Patterson and Rebecca Andrews. For technology, I could ask Durana Wong. For Indigenous teaching, I could ask Associate Professor Alma Fleet and Judy Mackay-Tempest. If any of those people didn't know the answer, they knew someone who might, and they were always eager to help. But this is not to forget the professional staff who are not only brilliant, but are at the heart of the IEC. Julie McCorkadale is the most organised person in the world. If you need anything done, she is the person who makes it happen. Celeste Hill and Rebecca O'Hannison, who along with being great in their roles with students and academics, always provided a sense of fun. Alex Loveday is so helpful for anything HDR related, and Sian O'Brien has the ability to remain calm in the prac office when all is going mad around her. During my time, Professor Janet Greeley was the Dean of Human Sciences, and something that really stood out with Janet was her interest in the people she worked with. She took the time to get to know the IEC staff and was always friendly and professional. Judy Laurie in the Dean's office is only rivalled by Julie McCorkadale for her super organisational skills and her care about IEC and its staff. And then there are the other PhD students, some of whom are here graduating today, who have also made this journey. And they filled it, well, full of lots of things, but mainly caffeine, sugar and cleverness primarily. My appreciation goes particularly to Rosemary Dunn for her friendship, understanding of EndNote and constant supply of tea. Dr. Stacey Campbell for excellent holiday accommodation, and to Dr. Zinnia Mevawala for her formatting skills and introduction to the flourless chocolate cake. For me, one of the most important things at Macquarie was those people and the relationships that I developed with them, along with the sense of belonging that I always felt while I was here. That was whether it was in my role as a student or as a tutor, lecturer or coordinator of units. And this is a testament to each and every one of the people here at the IEC in particular. It didn't matter what role you were in, the people here always made you feel that you belonged to the IEC. While studying and working here, I was also a parent, and my children grew up in these beautiful grounds, often coming to uni with me, feeding the ducks, attending swimming lessons, going to open day and family day, but most importantly, participating eagerly in every research opportunity that was offered. I have a great photo of my son with electrodes covering every part of his head and then being placed in a CAT scan machine and asked not to move for an hour so that researchers could measure his brainwaves and responses to stimuli. Sorry, Hugh. I have another one of my daughter being asked to read an alien language and decipher its meaning while also having electrodes on her head. Sorry, Alice. Hugh and Alice, you have grown up participating in research, asking when the next one was on and whether you could be part of the project. I hope that through those early experiences and connection to the university that you will both grow up to be curious and have an ongoing quest for knowledge that is made possible through research. My message to leave the graduates with here today is that you will make a difference to people's lives in your work, not only to children, but their families and your professional colleagues, and they will make a difference in your life. The staff and your fellow students from the Institute of Early Childhood have helped to shape this part of your life, and you will always remember your time here and the relationships that you had. It will be through the relationships that you develop when you begin your teaching journey in an early childhood service or school that a sense of belonging is created. We all need to feel we belong, no matter how old we are. The sense of welcome and belonging is where the difference will be found. So thank you to everyone at the IEC, particularly to Associate Professor Sheila Degatati and Associate Professor Jane Torr, for not only supervising my PhD, but for the importance of your friendship over the years. Thank you to Richard, who gave me the freedom to do all of this, and thank you to all of our family and friends who made this journey possible. Remember that good relationships with others begins in early childhood, and the knowledge that you have gained from the IEC will help you throughout your lives. It is with a great sense of loss that we mark the change of name of this institute, which has a great identity locally, nationally and internationally. And for those of us fortunate to have been part of it, it was certainly a place people felt that sense of belonging. I hope that the new department is able to create that same sense of identity and belonging for early childhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis, for your reflections on your time here at Macquarie and for reminding us that we are the sum of all of the people we connect with who are people who help shape and form us as we go through on our journey. And I think it's also very pleasing that you persisted in going for the soft hat, because we'll now have the benefit of all of that wisdom that you've learned while here at Macquarie. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Dr. Belinda Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, that superb voice belongs to the wonderful Angela Brewer, who joins us regularly at these graduation ceremonies. Please join me again in thanking her for that superb performance. I would also like to thank our musicians, flautist Dr. Chai Chung-Ying, and our wonderful organist, Dr. James Forsyth. And can I take this opportunity to also acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who day in and day out come to these graduation ceremonies and give freely of their time to help us make sure everybody's where they need to be, to make sure you don't get lost, you don't walk into the wrong corridor and things like that. So please join me in thanking them for joining us again. Graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage of your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, and for the rest of your lives, you are part of that bigger Macquarie family, our alumni, and part of a network of 167,000 Macquarie graduates living across the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office and hope that you will come back here to attend functions, to undertake more study, as I know some of you are, or simply to visit our beautiful campus. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the whole community. Believe it or not, each and every one of you can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. Because in almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, in your communities, all of these things matter and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large and small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed through the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life, a great career, or a great achievement. And in all you do, I ask you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope that you will also always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like our newest graduates to please stand. Now I'd like you to place your testamers on the seats behind you. That's it. Turn around, face your family and friends, and give them a hearty round of applause. Now you can turn around again, but don't sit down yet. I've got one more job for you to do. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff, many of whom have supported you throughout your journey here at Macquarie. So please join me in thanking them. Now if you take a seat for one final time. Excellent. Shortly I'll lead the official party out, and it will be my very great honour to invite our newest graduates, their family and friends and others for refreshments overlooking the lake. But before I do so, I'd like to wish you the very best for your futures and conclude with the words of an old Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you.
The official party will now leave the graduation hall through the centre aisle and be followed by the graduates. Would you please stand and remain standing until the last of the graduates has processed out.